issue could be, you know, a little small little twig left or something, people get upset about that. You know, we're going through with big equipment trying to pick this up, and you know.
Actually, the contractor, the best of my memory on the initial contract for the state, has been instructed use no man labor, all machine only.
Correct. That's on the state.
That's on the state contract.
Again, we've recommended to the state to do a press release on the areas like we know we're going to do as our bulky item goes, but they have not indicated which areas they're going to go first. And we've requested that they make that press release. Now, whether we did that or not, I don't know.
But you have mentioned this, of course you don't know, but we are still doing bulky item on the state roads. We just don't do brush on the state roads.
Correct.
Well, it'd be foolish for us to do it, the state's gonna pay for it.
Yeah. Correct.
You understand that, guys? You know, be kind of silly for us to do it, the state's going, listen, this is our responsibility, the way I look at it, the state's helping, kind of the way I look at it, you know, this is our county, and never before have we had such a massive amount of debris in this, it's 16 years, starting 16th year as judge. We've had storms before, but never were this broad and widespread. So I was at a meeting there a couple weeks ago with some other judges, and they act like it was the state responsibility they haven't been around long enough to know sometimes you got to pick up yourself by the seat of the pants and do your own stuff. So I'm feel very fortunate. The states, the governor in particular, I can tell you, the adjutant general and the governor have been very supportive in coming forth with this help. Never have they had to tackle such a problem. And you think we've got a problem here? You have to go in some of the western counties in western Kentucky and see Grayson County. Grayson County, we look like a war zone, a true war zone. So it's a massive undertaking. It would cost state a lot of money. They hope to get some of their FEMA reimbursement as well. I'm sure they will. Any other questions? And media have any questions while we've got on this subject? Yes.
Please have everyone get it out as soon as they can, because when the state comes through, it will be a one-time sweep.
And Tim, we will work on that overtime. We'll work on that. Kroger and I discussed it yesterday. So, road department report, Brad. Since Jim's not here today.
Okay, that's no problem. Road crews, basically what they've been doing for the past couple weeks is continue to work and push the brush back off the road more. There are certain areas, guys, as you know, like in the rural areas, that some of this material, the debris, the brush can be cut off in the woods. And you know, it won't hurt anything on it.
Unless the farmer's going to get out and cut it and put it out, we're not going to go through and...
Exactly. So that's basically what they've been working on the last 2 weeks. Again, we start bulky item on the 23rd, and we discussed some of that. Mago is going to be providing 6 trucks in addition to what we've already got to help haul brush. And we'll be, we've got tickets, and we took landfill tickets, and we kind of modified them so every truck has to fill out a ticket on what they're hauling. So we maintain records on what we're doing with this. That's what FEMA's all about. They're really about keeping good records. So that's how we're going to try to keep up with all that. So that's basically it.
Jim gave you a salt report, I believe, in your mail.
Yeah, you can cover that.
I mean, you got a copy of it.
Yeah.
You're not going to propose mixing that with that whatever.
I'm
not proposing it, are you? Is this a suggestion?
No. They've offered that to us in the past, and we will use that as a backup if I can't commandeer some from the state.
We got about enough to do 2 more snows, basically.
2 more regular snow. If you get a bad one, then
1 more coming.
right,
Maybe 2. But it really depends on every event's different, guys.
With the weather going up, hopefully we won't have much money.
and like I said, Jerry, we bought those beams here recently. We're just waiting on word from the contractor. As soon as we get word, I'll notify the schools and everybody.
I've been looking down there. I haven't seen him.
The guy's real quick. I mean, you guys still waiting for him. Just, I mean, he tells us he'll be in 2 or 3 days starting. I'll get notes out to everybody else. The whole road will get a letter.
And the bus driver is only, it's not gonna hurt her.
Okay.
She's only got 1 person that comes out there and she can turn around and go back.
We'll let all the emergency people know and stuff so they're okay, because there will not be access from that road from that point. They'll have to go around the other direction.
I could just go back to the salt when I was with the Commissioner of Rural Roads the other day. We were talking about the possibility of counties, this spring participating with the state on, bidding salt. And, he's gonna try to get that worked out with the Secretary of Transportation and allow us to purchase salt through their state contract as well. That way, we'll be guaranteed some deliveries next year to ensure that, so he's trying to get that. And we can also have our own contracts if permissible because of the shortage of salt. Landfill solid waste report, Brad?
For the news media, we are on regular schedule. We worked yesterday, got a lot of calls as far as President's Day, so, if you can just kind of note that for the rest of the week. The only other thing, Dean, I don't know if you want to talk about equipment needs, or is that another court issue, a different day?
We might not mention it, so.
As you guys know, with the budget coming up, and I brought this to your attention before, as far as the high lift, that's something we're going to have to consider, either replacing it or an alternative piece of equipment on how we operate as far as getting shell there. Dean and I discussed, using a tri-code to load the trucks with, instead of buying a new, high lift, buying, a tractor or something.
I suggested to Brad they looked at maybe, when we look at the budget for July, buying something different because we've never had the opportunity as a, actual track hoe. That the road department can use it 4 or 5 times a year if we needed it. It serves the same purpose at his site. It's got a longer reach on it, whereas the high lift's pretty limited on what you can do.
But what the high lift's good at is getting in the middle of the garbage and pulling stuff out, just got that little clam bucket and moving things around. It's a more versatile piece of machinery than the traco thing, you know that. But the traco is good at loading, loading our shell out, and it would be probably more used than the road department. So it's something we need to kick around in the next budget. We're going to probably, our high lift was down another week last week for repairing issues. We replaced it ourselves and whatnot, but the machine's just getting up.
I can see, one thing, you know, you place some high need, put some track need in the landfill itself, though. I mean,
Look, the primary purpose of the, what I was told though, was to load your dirt.
Well, it's low dirt, and every morning, you guys know how the process works. You gotta skin the dirt back off the landfill and open it up. And then the high lift, the reason I say it's more versatile, it walks over to where we're loading the dirt and then loads the dirt, and at the end of the day, it walks back over and covers the garbage back up.
So you said it won't work then?
Well, I'm
see,
saying that
stripping and covering it with it is good.
you would have to use a dozer to strip and cover. And so, that's the drawback of an excavator. But the good part of it is it does load out better than it would be used for road department use. It's something you guys, basically, my point, we'll figure out what we need. It's just we're going to put some money in the budget coming up. High lift you can buy for a brand new one, that like we got. We can do a state discount, just like y'all bought those tractors. I mean, I got it offline for $250,000, that's what they run.
It sounds like you're buying a pair of shoes offline, right? $250,000.
But you
I got stuff in them.
You're buying a pair of shoes there. I can buy one for that.
Well, it has its money to pay,
Correct, we have,
to pay for it.
we have.
It's not like,
Correct, yeah, we have the ability to purchase that.
We
We think, yeah,
we're gonna budget that, and you guys can buy what you wanna buy when it gets.
we probably sunk $25,000 in that outlet over the past year or so. With the motor, and you get some.
Yeah, what about the,
I think now would be a good time to buy a good used one too, though.
And I'm looking, I mean, not the total guy, but it's hard to find that piece of equipment we need, we got all these cards on it.
what'd you say it was last time, 953?
It's a 60.
63?
Yeah.
What about the other grade, old girl, putting money in that thing yet?
It's in the shop right now.
As you said.
Evansville.
It's in Evansville? Yeah. Nikki Jones could not figure what was going on with it, so we sent it to the grade all place itself.
The estimated cost is gonna be high, I imagine.
They haven't even looked at
And
it.
then we'll start to win through Thursday.
They're gonna give you notification. before
Yes.
you
Oh,
come.
yeah.
It could be expensive, real expensive.
They're gonna let us know.
but you could really use that grade out to load that shell with.
Oh, we do sometimes. When our highlights was down, that's what we used to load shell with.
So
Yeah.
maybe we
I
gotta
mean,
go back with
So, it's not near as quick, but it's, the reason I like it at Blanco, I run over that human property. It's so far, and we haul dirt with it, cause it's hard on the highway walking stuff. So,
Okay.
anyhow, they have those,
Okay, EMS report?
Gave you reports in your box for last month, 461 runs. I did not